All right. Welcome, everybody. Today, we are going to talk about the biggest IPO in stock market history for SpaceX. It's valued at $1.75 trillion. SpaceX is a company that launches rockets, launches satellites like Starlink that can provide you internet based on satellite communication, stuff like that. Pretty interesting stuff. So let's get started. The IPO price is fixed at $135. So, but it's likely going to open much above that. Probably around $175. That's the first instinct, or the first indication. So um, yeah, I'm going to share what's happening around this IPO, and yeah, let's just walk through it. We'll talk about whether to buy this IPO or not. Should we wait? Should we just not buy at all? Just watch it from a distance and stuff like that. So let's get started. I'll share what's happening. Elon Musk this morning was at the Nasdaq, um, a stage to ring the bell. This is what you usually do when you want to bring your stock to the public. You ring a bell along with your employees, with your team. So it's pretty exciting stuff. So I'm going to share screen or videos from a few different places so that we understand what's going on. So let me start with this. There we go. Mhm, 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 mhm. Let's switch quickly and let's see what's happening here.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44. The public markets.
It's weird. I got Conspiracy Alley in my mind because I got a couple of calls this morning, and I saw what you had posted. I saw what Roy had posted, and I talked to Matt, so I know what you guys got allocated. I will tell you, a couple of my buddies got very sizable allocations, and I'm
Ooh.
very sizable. We're not talking a few hundred shares either.
Well, as you say that, S&P is freaking moving right here. Moving. Okay, so you have some buddies that are getting a decent chunk of stock.
I
Are
don't
they
want to say how much. So I'm going to text you right now how many shares. You confirm if you feel that this is sizable based on what you guys got.
Sachin says, big day of my investing career, bought SpaceX at $4 in February 2020. Congrats, Sachin. Absolutely incredible.
Look at your phone.
Yeah, that's a pretty big amount. Those are multiples beyond what retail has been getting.
I mean, that makes me think that this wasn't as oversubscribed as what they said if they were getting that much. And these are all people that I trust.
Well, 20% of it is still allocated to retail. So maybe because they asked for so many shares, they were seen as customers that have the money to, pay for a lot of shares. So that might be the
And I
reason.
will say that I believe they got roughly 40%, 30 to 40% of what they put in for.
Yeah, it's a decent amount. Again, Sachin.
All right, I'm going to pause the video that we were just watching. So far the IPO is not out yet. Like it hasn't started trading. Um, because right now what is happening is something called as stabilizing or price stabilizing. So the stabilization agent, let's say in this case it's going to be Morgan Stanley. So Morgan Stanley watches the market before the IPO, so that they can understand how the market is performing just before the IPO. So they, if the market is too hot, they try to launch it at a higher price. If the market is too low, they try to launch it at a mid price so that it's not too much volatile. They don't want things to go down quickly. They do want quick things to go up quickly, but likely not go down quickly, and have more volatility. That's not good for any stock that's going to IPO, right? So that's what's happening right now. But uh, I am on this other screen that we are going to watch. Let me open that up. So SPCX, space exploration, and I'll share this screen with you all. Um, then we'll just uh, switch back and forth. Okay, let me stop screen. That's a stop screen. But I'm going to share something else. It's, window, entire screen. Let me try with the entire screen. Okay, and we're going to open Webull. Okay, so if you can see the Webull screen, so it's still stuck at 135, so it's not open for trading yet. Um, it's not open for trading yet, so it's still priced at 135. Just so if you're joining, so $135, likely it's going to open at $170. So that's a good upside from here. Um, Again, right now what's happening is price stabilization. So Morgan Stanley, who is one of the underwriters in this IPO, along with I think Goldman Sachs, they are trying to understand what price to start trading. So they offer some shares to sell in the market, so that they can raise capital. So but you need to let the market know what price they want to sell the stock at. So they are probably going to do it at 170, 75. um, so let's see. I'm going to share a different screen, and let's just watch what's happening there. Uh, okay.
Think we're all pretty AI pilled. And if you're AI pilled, that means we got to build a lot more compute than the world thinks, and that these models are going to be a lot more valuable than people think. You combine that with their core business. I don't know another entrepreneur or another business that's a better bet on the future, right, than SpaceX. And so I think for most institutional investors, it's a must buy, a must own. It's set it and forget it, right, in order to have a real bet on both the space and the AI future.
For beer lipstick.
Okay, I'm going to pause and switch a few things. I'll come back to the stream again.